The NHL trade deadline for the 25-26 season is tomorrow, March 6th, and there have been some big trades from the Vegas Golden Knights in Vancouver, but Montreal has not made any moves yet. Here to weigh in on what might still happen or not for Montreal is TSN 690's Sean Campbell. So, Sean, there was so much buzz about defenseman Arber Xhekaj in the lead up to the trade, but so far we've heard nothing. Are you surprised by that?
I'm not surprised we haven't seen anything on that front. I think Arber Xhekaj is a player that the Canadiens want to keep. They want to make sure that he's a player that is part of their future. However, there are other teams in the National Hockey League that would love to have a piece like Arber Xhekaj on their blue line. He's big, he's physical, and the reason why people talk about him is because he doesn't play every game for the Canadiens. And that maybe upsets some Montreal Canadiens fans. So if you're not going to play him, why not trade him if you can get an asset in return? So I think that's where those rumors lie. But I think in the end, when you get past that trade deadline, he'll likely still be in Montreal.
Okay. And talk to me about goaltending. Could the Canadiens be seeking any help there at all, do you think?
It's been a great season for the Canadiens. It hasn't been a great season goaltending-wise. Jakub Dobeš, his numbers, save percentage, goals against, maybe not the best this year, but he does win games. Sam Montembeault is not the player he was last year. So then that circles, the rumor mill. And the rumor mill is that the Canadiens are interested in maybe acquiring a goaltender. Is that what they need to do right now? They have two young goaltenders that can be part of the organization moving forward. Let's not forget Jacob Fowler, who's in Laval and saw some time in Montreal this season. So, yeah, they can look at the goaltending market, but how much do they want to give up for someone like Jordan Binnington, who was part of Team Canada at the Olympics, or Sergei Bobrovsky, who is an unrestricted free agent at the end of this year and has won back-to-back Stanley Cups with Florida, but he's 37 years old. So bringing in players like that, you have to, pay for that. And we'll see if the Canadiens want to go down that route. The Canadiens aren't pressed right now to do anything. They're doing all right. They're in a playoff spot. They're a young team. But if Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon want to do something, they have the assets to do it. I just don't know if they're going to pull the trigger. But goaltending could be one of those pieces on the move or on the move in to Montreal at some point on the trade deadline.
Last year, Captain Nick Suzuki famously asked Jeff Gorton and Kent Hughes not to trade anyone. He said they had their team, that they would make the playoffs, and they did. Do you see Suzuki having to do that kind of thing again, given the team's better standing this season?
I don't think he needs to do that this year. Last year, I think he just wanted to show the organization that, look, I got a good feel for this room. I'm the captain. I'm the leader. And everybody wants everybody here to show that we could turn it around. And the best thing that happened was they turned it around and made the playoffs. And the Canadiens' best player down the stretch was Nick Suzuki. He asked for the team to stay the same. They didn't ship off a couple of players, including Jake Evans, who signed to stay in Montreal. I don't think he has to say that this year. And it's a different situation this year. The Canadiens could use a little bit of help. Maybe another scoring forward, maybe a depth defenseman, maybe a goaltender. So, the Canadiens want to get over to that next level. And I think an opportunity to acquire one piece, maybe two at the deadline, even if it's a depth move, could help this team heading into the playoffs.
Okay, well, we have until 3 p.m. tomorrow to find out. So thanks so much for this, Sean. Appreciate it.
Anytime. We got coverage all day over at TSN 690.